Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to make a Valentine's Day card for my husband. And I already did a lot of the prep work because the background is going to take me a bit. I've done this background before, but it was years ago, so I figured he might like it because I mean, Valentine's Day card, I didn't want it to be pink or anything like that. I'm going to add a little bit of red to it, but for the most part it's going to be two shades of blue and white. I cut some panels out, and I'm going to give you the size of the panels in the order that they're going to go from the top to the bottom. So the first layer is out of 100-pound cardstock, and I use this one. It doesn't have any texture to it because I'm going to emboss it, and I want the pattern to show really nicely, so I figured I'll use that one. And this one is 3.5 by 4 3/4. Sorry, I'm far away from it, so I have to like kind of bend down to see it without covering the camera. So that's the highest part, right? The second one is going to be 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. Okay. The white panel is going to be 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and then the last one is going to be 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, and that's just gonna allow just a small border in between each, so it's not like overpowering, but at least you can tell the difference between each layer. So it's just gonna break up the colors a little bit. And then I have some double stick sheet that I cut the size of my top panel, which is the top of the card, which is going to be 4 7/8. I believe it's 6 7/8. So it's just a little bit smaller, so it leaves a little border on the actual card base. And then I cut a bunch of strips in the 3 colors that I'm using, except the gray, and they're here. So we're gonna just do a striped card, right? I was thinking of going, but I think I'm gonna go vertical. No, not vertical. I think I'm gonna go at an angle. That's the only thing that I was really fighting. I'm afraid that if I try to go vertically, I'm gonna end up going crooked and it's gonna really show, so we're not gonna do that. Okay, so we're gonna start off by adding our double stick tape sheet here, and if you don't have this, you can use glue to do this. I just want the process to go a little easier, and I think I'm gonna flip this so then I can then line this up well. Let's see. If you do the edge first and you get this part even, I think the rest will go smooth. Okay, and then take it out. And there we go. Perfect. Let's put that to the side. I'm actually going to save this because sometimes I'm looking for this material. Even like to ink something. Sometimes it's good to have that there when you're in a pinch. Okay, so we're going to start, and I'm just going to figure out which way I want the stripes to go. Do I want them this way or do I want them this way? I think I want them this way. Kind of like leading you to open the card. I don't know. To me, it looks better. I might be wrong. So then we're going to peel this back. And I'm not going to peel the full thing back because in the past when I've done this, I start sticking everything to it. So I'm going to actually bring it back and then fold it at some point, exposing this a little bit at a time. So maybe there. And I'm going to start off with our lighter blue. And I don't want to waste, so I'm going to bring this all the way up. So then when I trim it, I could just bring that down. And I think I'm going to go the dark blue and then white. So we're going to do the same thing here. Hold on, I need to go down a little bit. Okay, so we're going to go down a little bit and then just butt up against that other blue. I should have used a different size, but since I'm going to trim that, it doesn't make a difference. Okay, let's bring in a white. I cut them all different sizes. All right, let's bring this one in. And again, I'm hanging it over just a little bit because it's easy to miscalculate and end up with a blank spot. And I don't want to have to like cut something and put it on because you're going to tell where the line ends. Now, if you want it to look like a floor that you start like, let's say here, and then you add a different color, you can do that too. But I'm trying to keep this simple. All right, let's go with this one. And we're going to try to waste little. Because then I could cut these and use this on the rest of the card. Let's do a thin strip of the blue, dark blue. And let's get that there. And then we're going to bring in the white. It's tedious, but at the end you have a cute background. And it makes your card look, you know, kind of different from what you're buying out there. Yeah, you can find a pattern paper similar, but I mean, to find one with the colors that you want to use, that's going to be hard. Okay. So I'm going to do some of it and get farther ahead, and then I'll be back. Okay, so we've gotten farther ahead. And like I said, it is time consuming. But just take it on a day when you just need to get something done. Maybe to get your mind off of things. And it could be quite therapeutic. All right, I'm going to trim it so that we can use some of these on the bottom. Let me get a scissor here. Okay. So I'm going to start on this side, and I'm just going to butt my scissor against here. If I had already finished doing the entire sheet, I would have just used my guillotine to cut it, just to get a nice clean cut, but this is working. All right. Just really try to stay against the cardstock. And that way you get a pretty clean cut. Look how nice that looks. Okay, get that off. And they're just sticking to each other. I normally use my little scissor for this, but it's fine. I could always trim it. Okay. Okay, let me get the little, and that's what we have. So now these bigger pieces, we can bring them down and complete this. So I need a darker one, and I wanted a thicker blue. So I'm going to use that. And then let's bring in a white. Looks like a shirt, a tie. I think it's cute. Okay. And now we just continue until we're done. So you can really like pick the different sizes, and you probably don't need to cut. Now I left a little space there by mistake, or maybe my card was a little bit um, cut crooked, but that's okay. You can barely see it. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Let's see. Let's come back in with the blue, light blue. Let's do a dark blue. And maybe we could finish it off with a white. Maybe not. It's going to show too much. All right. Let's use a thinner white, and then we could finish it off with the dark blue. Let's see. And there we go. All done. And we just have to do the same thing, which is trim all this down. And let's put it against it and cut. And there's the finished product. Now, if you wanted to add, like if you were making this for female and you wanted to add glitter, or if you know a male that loves glitter, because I know some of them do, you can actually leave like a gap in between these and then come back with some glitter and just really brush it and burnish it in, right? So it'll stick to the sticker and you get the look with some shine. My husband hates glitter, so I'm not doing that. All right, so we're gonna do this, and that's how our card is beginning to look. All right. Now, our layers will go on top of here. Let me see if I want to add this gray just to break everything up a little bit. Yeah, I think that'll go good. And then we can add something on the bottom. But for now, what we're going to do is that we're going to emboss this. It is a Valentine's Day card. And I have this oldie but goodie from Doris, is the conversational hearts. And I think I'm going to run this paper through here. You can use your linen cardstock for this. I just want a softer look without all the texture. So that's why I'm using this. And sometimes this cardstock, it embosses nicely. And sometimes it's just very finicky. All right. Let's get this done. So we have that. How pretty. And I'm going to layer all these guys on top of each other. And then we'll look at our decoration to see. Well, I'll do the first one with you guys. And then, I mean, it's just repetition, so I don't want to do them all on camera. Let's hold this. All right. I'm going to be generous with the glue just because there's so much texture. I want to make sure that this panel really sticks. Okay, so we're going to take this one and we're just going to line that up. And then we can move it a little. This is why I like the white glue, because you have just a little bit of time to move things, but you have that time. Okay, so that's our blue. And I'll do the rest and I'll be right back. Okay, so I used my nesting dies to cut 2 hearts. And I just love the way that pops against all these colors. It kind of looks like a flag, right? But it's not. But it looks, you know, a little more masculine, which I like. And I'm going to use these hearts in some way. I don't know how I'm going to lay them yet. But I'm thinking I'll glue one flat and then maybe raise the other one. Maybe something like that. And then we can use some of the conversational hearts. Well, they call them love hearts from Crafter's Companion to add some sentiments to the top. And then I'll put something down here. So I have those cut, and again, if you're new to crafting, nesting dies is you buy dies that have several different layers, and you can actually, I have another one here. You can layer these on top of each other, which is neat, or you can use them separate the way I'm doing it now. Okay, so I played with this little kit before, and it's so cute. Their cardstock in here is really good. It's pretty thick. It's almost as thick as what I use for my card base. And the dies, they cut very nicely. I'll have some of them here. I'm not going to cut more because I have so many already cut. But look how cute. I did, however, cut them in white card. And that's what I'm going to use on this project because I want those to really pop out. I just don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I like odd numbers on my decorations. So since I have 2 hearts, I'm going to use 2 big hearts. I'm going to use 3 little ones, and then I'll just put some of this stuff down. Okay. Let's glue our first red heart, and then we can see how we place the second one. And I'm going to just give it more or less. Again, I'm going to pop this up a little bit, and then I'll have to figure out how I'm going to raise my smaller hearts. Okay, we'll glue this one here. Okay. Maybe right there, right to the edge. Just give a little bit of space so the white could come through. And then I have to figure out how to pop this one up a little bit. I could have used a different size heart, but already done, so we'll continue. All right, let me get some foam tape. Where did I put it? Here it goes. This is not going in the mail or anything, so I'm not going to worry too much about how much foam tape to use. Let me get my smaller scissor. And I'm just going to cut some random pieces. Let's do that. Let's see. Maybe there. Let's put another piece here just for a little bit of security. And there. I think that's enough. I'm going to add glue to these just so I'm able to move them around a little bit. By the way, if I didn't mention, my card base is 5x7. Okay. Now we got to pretty much eyeball this one. And I want to leave a little bit of white space there. And let's just put that there. And it's really just going to be a background for these little guys. Okay. Let's go ahead and glue this panel into place. Okay. Plenty of glue. And let's get that one there. Just a little bit. Okay, that's good. And now we can put this panel in place. of course, every time you make a card, you're going to think, oh, I should have, could have, would have. I'm doing that right now. Should have, would have, could have, came and left. So you just have to adapt and keep going. And it's still cute. There's dimension there. So now we got to stamp something on these guys. And let me see what matches us. I'm going to use the red ink that it comes with. Let's see. True Love. Let's put that there. Let's see. Kiss Me. And maybe Forever. Let's do this one. If you really worry about getting the stamp perfect, then use the stamp platform. I mean, when you buy these candies, they're never perfect, so that's why I'm not too worried about it. Okay. So we could put True Love. Maybe Kiss Me. And then Forever. Or if you wanted to, you can just do something like this. Okay, but that would drive me crazy because I'm going to be checking to see if it's even, and or you can just do something like that. Like, there's no wrong way to do these. You just add them wherever you feel. I'm just gonna do something like that. And if you wanted to, you could pop this one up so it's high just like the other ones. So let's glue the first one. Let's try to move that more towards the center of the card. Forever. And I'm just going to glue the Kiss Me down. Okay, so that's what we have so far. And now I'm going to find something to put down here. I'll be right back. Okay, let me get some tape here. And I'm going to use, oh, my platform is so dirty. I got to clean it up. From the CC Designs, which one is this one? Valentine's Animals. I'm going to use this, it's just a little love letter just for you. I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on. I can't even read. Okay. Let's see. Okay. And I'm going to use black ink for that. That's it. I'll put that away later. And then we could just run it through our die cutting machine. Let me get a little bit of tape. And we're going to use a folder that's all jacked up already, but it's here. I'm not going to search for another one right now. Let's put that through and hold that in place. Make sure it's even. Okay. And all right. Let's pop that out. Now we have that. And we could just put that there. I think I want to add a trim to it, but I think I'm just going to use the darker one, and then I'll pop it up with foam tape. Let's see what we have here. Okay, we can cut it out of that. And I'm going to put the foam tape on it first, glue it down, and then I'll trim it. I have the habit of really messing them up, so always crooked. Let me see, maybe this way so I can cut it down. And then get a couple more pieces. I need to buy a thicker foam tape so I can just do this in one pass. But until that day comes. This is overkill. All right. Let's add some glue. And let's see, this is the straightest side, so let's get that where we want it. And then we could trim it. All right. Okay. And I'm really going to hold that down. And we're good to go. So now we can put that there. Let's add some glue. I think I would have maybe layered these on a darker card so it could pop a little bit more. I need to see it. A little bit up. Now what we can do is get some of these little hearts. I'm on a stand desk, so and I have like a high counter height chair next to me, so I can work a little bit better. Let's see, we can add some of these little hearts, and I'm not even opposed to adding a couple of pink ones. Could even maybe put them down here. Maybe there. And since I like odd numbers, I'm just gonna put one up here. Okay, so there we go. Actually, now it's even, so we gotta add one more heart. Maybe we'll add that one here. Not my favorite, but I think it's fine. I think it'll do. Like I said, I think I would have layered these differently, but it'll work. All right, let's finish this. Okay. Now when you angle it, you get to see all the texture. So the card is not, you know, boring by any means. It has a lot of texture. When you lie like that, you just see white, but... So that's my husband's Valentine's Day card. What would I change? Most likely this heart especially, I would have put a darker background just to make it pop a little more. Maybe done something different here, but I think it's still cute. That's my project. I hope this helps you if you're in a Valentine's Day rut. Just to get crafting, it's fun. I've done a lot of stuff with the hearts lately. I had, let's see, let me see if I can show you some stuff. Hold on. I've done these boxes. There's shakers on top, and then you open them. And of course this is just to make compartments, but it has a magnetic closure. It still has a shaker. So I figured I could fill these up with candies and stuff. Or you can use them, put treats, and then use tickets and then add stuff, like coupons. Let's say if I was to give this to my kid, then I would put, like, you know, you don't have to wash dishes for a week or whatever. Just little coupons that they can redeem. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of crafting. It's just, I actually made videos on these, but I don't know. I'm in my head about them. I'll figure them out. I'll edit them and see if I can get them up. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you real soon. I hope that you get to your Valentine's Day crafts or whatever you craft and just have fun and let go of all the tensions of the day. Bye.